Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 2020 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification. Now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity like storm clouds from the body. All right. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. I've set up the moon here before us. Everything that we need to know is right here, and we'll go into that in just a moment. So let's see. How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. I love how they're just jumping out for you, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Yeah. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Interesting. You have here one extra card that definitely wants to be seen. So I'm just going to move the deck right here so that you can see it. All right. So the left-hand side, this is your inner self, your personal self, right? Also, Spirit is saying right now your creative self during this time. For some reason, that is very important to a lot of you Cancers. And then you have your heart right here, which is at the center, and you have your public self, the way the moon is affecting you publicly, all right? But also, the way that the moon is affecting you publicly, emotionally, personally, and creatively. Okay. So we're starting here with the Seven of Wands, the Death card, which is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. You have the Page of Pentacles right here, which is absolutely beautiful. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the Five of Swords, so something karmic is coming up, and it does affect you in a creative way. That's why Spirit was saying that this is also a creative line for you. And this is important because the full moon is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is linked to the goddess Bridget in Celtic mythology. And she was the goddess of poetry, storytelling, music, the creative arts. And so here there's something karmic that's coming up where there's like this connection with her power coming forward, with what you need coming forward, right? And so that's going to be interesting. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You have two sevens right here. This is a time of truth. You have the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The new moon is in Leo. Ten of Pentacles, which is brilliant. Five of Wands, you're ending with two fives. You're beginning with two sevens. So that's going to be intense. And the fives, this is really bringing out the rebel side of this moon, of this Aquarius moon. Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Ace of Pentacles, a gift you are absolutely taking. The Two of Wands, the Devil, Capricorn energy, a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th, and the Two of Swords. All right, so we're starting off here talking about the repeat of the number 5. With this being a rebel moon, the repeat of the number 5 is very important because 5 represents a freedom number. Oh, goodness. Let's see the card that turned over. The Empress. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is your extra card. Okay. So you have the rebel moon here. You have the rebel number of the number 5, freedom, things being resolved more easily than you would have thought, but still needing this resolution. You're going to feel like you need to be in many different places, like there's many different things that need your attention, that need, your voice. You need to center yourself. All right, Cancer? Because with your heart and with this moon, it is a moon that can spread you very, very, very thin. And you have such a passionate, creative, beautiful soul that you don't want to be spread so thin that things begin to fracture, because then you'll take on emotional wounds that lie very deeply for you. The 5 of Swords is a time of, it's a karmic debt coming in. It's something where you've seen, it's kind of like this repeat in this life of certain themes, right? And that's a karmic debt. And so with the 5 of Swords, there's something here where its theme has been repeating. And you thought you were done with it. You thought, okay, I faced this, I've conquered it, it's not going to be coming back. But lo and behold, it does. And there's going to be a first reaction of wanting to turn away, of saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm done, it's over. And there's another reaction that comes in where it's like, why? Why do I have to be the one who backs down? So with the rebel moon, there can be a sense of just wanting to rebel against this energy, just for the sake of rebelling and because this is hard, right? That is going to be something that you battle during this time. Because walking away just means that it will come back again, right? So there's something here that you are facing. It has to do with your prosperity. It has to do with a transformation coming forward and knowing when to pick your battles. And that's going to be something that's very powerful for you. It's very personal for you during this time. So let's start really diving into this moon. This moon is, of course, the Aquarius moon, and it shows here that you want to show the world the real you. This is a time of breaking out of ruts. This is time of embracing your true self. This is time of wanting to try something different, just wanting to do something wacky and crazy and let your unique individualness shine through. And with the state of the world and with everything that's going on, it can be hard to let the power of this moon shine the way that it wants to. But it's also going to be very difficult to ignore this energy that is around you. You are also here pulled towards the planet Uranus, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. And this is a planet of personal freedom, of individualism, and so that is what's going to be really important to you. And as you're moving forward in this passion and this power, I just feel like there's something here where it's hard to focus, it's hard to start, it's going to take a little bit of time, which isn't really what you want to hear at all. But you're going to have this feeling that things become very urgent. You need to step back. You need to step back and look at what's truly important to you, okay? And watch out for getting caught up in other people's dramas, other people's traumas, because that will happen very, very easily for you, and that can happen very easily, right? There's a sense also of things kind of going topsy-turvy, especially schedules. It's almost like you feel like you should just take your schedule and throw it out the window. And that might be a really good thing, actually, for you, Cancer. Spirit is saying for this time, it's like, don't be so rigid. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's time to embrace truth. And truth is found from within. And this is where you surrender to the divine power, to the power of the universe, to the power of divinity, to the power of spirit, to the power of God, however you say it, however you see it. And as you surrender to this divine power, you see the divine within you. Because Brahma said, I hid the God's head within man, because that is the one place that he would never look for it. You are looking within to see your power, to see your beauty, to see your understanding. It's very much like the Gnostic text. There's a deep sense of beauty held within. And we always look as human beings, we look externally. It's like, okay, this time I'll find it. This time I found it. And then we always get disappointed because it lies within us. And that's going to be a powerful truth for you during this time. It's especially going to be a way that you embrace creativity. And as you do so, you show the world the real you, but you also show you the real you. And that's something that is powerful. Now, this full moon is on the 3rd of August. The new moon is on the 18th of August. And the new moon is in Leo. This says confidence is key to success. And during this time, most definitely, your confidence is your key to success. It is the key to having the prosperity that lasts for generations, knowing the way that you want to move forward, choosing the correct road for you and the correct power. And as this comes forward, you become inspired. Stand tall, stand proud. Know your worth, Cancer, and don't let other people talk you out of it. This moves you to beginnings and starting anew, embracing new beginnings, starting new beginnings, walking in a new way, in a new power. And this brings you with this newness, with this new way of looking at things. And I see this really linked to the Five of Swords. So you may see this Five of Swords becoming a powerful energy around the new moon, the 18th of August. But as you start things anew, you see things clearly. And you're walking through the doorway into a new you, a new time, a new understanding, kind of like a new philosophy to life. And then this moves you to the full moon in Pisces, which is on the 2nd, there we go, of September. And this says balance spirituality and prosperity. Have this balance moving you forward from the spiritual and the prosperous to what you truly want and where you truly need to be. There's a strong sense of release when you come to this full moon in Pisces. It's a calming, it's a soothing balm over your soul. It's a water sign calling to a fellow water sign. Now, the spirit animals for August are the salmon spirit and the cougar spirit. And unfortunately, I do not have either in my deck. But what I do have is I have the nightingale, which is standing in quite nicely for the salmon, and I have the panther spirit, which is standing in quite nicely for the cougar. The salmon spirit represents rebirth, moving forward, happiness, eternal life, feminine energy, this sense of nurturing and sensuality, really coming out in your existence, this sense of coziness. I just see this coziness around you. Spirit is showing me this nice warm fire, blazing, which is funny if you're in the northern hemisphere, because it is summer, but there's just this coziness to you. And you might be having like a little fire pit outside, getting nice and cozy, looking up at the stars. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That would be a brilliant thing to do. And the seventh spirit also calls you to live life to the fullest and to fill your life with people and things that you love. It's like there's no time to fill your life with things that are just, okay. It's filling it with love. It's filling you with love. And the nightingale spirit says here, love is all around you, and you're embracing it. Then we move to the cougar spirit, which is leadership and taking charge. And the panther spirit says it so nicely, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power, reclaim your truth. Be a leader in your life. Embrace that determination, and you will be absolutely awed at the things that come forward. Now, in September, your spirit animals are the bear spirit and the owl spirit, which I do have in my cards. And the bear spirit is dominion, it's power, it's understanding of self and worth and where you stand and what you stand for. It's authority in being larger than life, because of course bears do seem quite larger than life. Their power, their ferociousness, also their protectiveness. And that's really going to be an energy that surrounds you, this mama bear energy, this sense of I'm protecting what's truly important to me. And it comes out in the Empress, in the expectancy, there we go, of creativity. And so here, as you move forward, you also are the protector and committed to protecting those who are weaker than you, those who you see need your help, which is really going to call to your heart, Cancer. I mean, this is going to be a powerful totem animal for you in September. And here it says, take time out. Take time out to do what is important to you. Take time out to, to live the life that you want, instead of being there simply just for everybody else. And then we have the owl spirit. And the owl spirit says, you see clearly now. And here, you dive deeper into wisdom, okay? There's sharp vision, there's keen observation, there's insight, and there's intuition into seeing behind people's masks, but also into seeing the world. It's like the mask of the world is lifted up, very much like the high priestess. And so here it can be overwhelming, this totem, but it's going to be absolutely, it's going to be a game changer, is what it's going to be. And it moves you here to the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is learning what battles to pick, how to stand forward, what it is that you want. And this is going to really call to you because this rebel moon, this moon of change, this moon of, breaking with traditions just to break with them. You have to know what is truly important to you and what is kind of just getting wrapped up in something else. So here, stand in your truth. All right? Also know that people will oppose you. They will. Do not let them deny you, and do not be denied. You are standing in power and understanding, and that's one of the reasons why a karmic debt comes back. Because it's almost like, okay, I'm moving forward in my power, I'm moving forward in my truth, I'm standing up for what I believe in and what I want. And Spirit is saying, oh yeah, but what about this? What have you overlooked? Or what are you kind of running away from just a little bit? It's like now it's time to step into it. And it's time to embrace it. And Cancer, the thing with you is when you love, when you embrace something, you embrace it fully, you fight for it full-heartedly. And so here, it's knowing who to fight for it for. It's knowing who's worth your time and your effort and who just isn't. Who's going to be a scutch for the sake of being a scutch. And then you have the Death card coming forward. And this is a Scorpio energy. This is a time frame October 23rd to November 22nd. And this is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. This is a sense of relief. This is a sense of things being equalized. It has to do around your passion, around, the way you want to move forward with life and what you desire. And as you see this, and as this equalizing energy comes forward, this is, again, water energy calling to you. So you take it so much deeper. And what you're doing here is you're looking at the quiet moments, the secrets, the, things that are sacred to you. And you're saying, how do I move forward in this truth? So people will find you a bit aloof, or there can be a sense of emotional aloofness at times. But there's also a sense of power of coming together. And the one person with whom you're not aloof with at all is yourself. And as you stand for yourself and you stand in that power, which we see with the Seven of Wands, you know your truth. Because there's one thing that you cannot abide during this time. It's going to be liars and thieves and sneaks. And it's not that, you could abide them before, okay? But there's going to be not a lot of sympathy, okay? So here, just knowing that the truth, okay? And we see that in the repeat of the number 7. The truth means everything to you. And during this moon, the truth will be amplified for you. This then moves you into the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is your prosperity, your success, your bounty. You're being a student of it all. You're taking it in. You're getting messages from the divine. You're getting messages on how to move forward, of where it is that you want to be. You're looking at things and you're saying, I see. Oh, this is the way it needs to be, or I need to change things this way in order to increase my prosperity, the reason why I'm on this earth, this bounty of my soul and myself. And as you move it forward, and as you move forward in this, you embrace it truly. You are learning so much about the prosperity that you're calling within your life and about the power that you need. Strong link here to an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. It could be a very young earth sign energy, or it could be somebody, I'm not seeing them as immature, I'm seeing them as wide-eyed, right? And the way they connect with things is like a sense of wonderment, and you're connecting with that wonder. and it leads you to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is saying to be fully prosperous, to be fully bountiful. There is something here that needs to be addressed. And the Five of Swords is karmic. Now, it can be from your past life, yes. It can be inherited through your DNA, yes. But what we're seeing here is a sense of having to fight this fight, of having to stand up for yourself, move forward in your truth, saying, this is who I am, this is what I need, this is what I desire, and I will not back down. And as you do so, you see that the people who oppose you, or the things that have opposed you, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I see them clearly. It's like the mask is lifted from them, and you see them for who they truly are. There's something that happens where you have this moment of revelation. Revelations come to you, and it's like, oh my gosh, really? That's why I've been repeating this pattern. That's why, things have been so difficult. It needed to be. I needed to release. And that's going to be a powerful move for you, because there are going to be times where you think, I can't release, I want to hide. And that's going to be something you fight against, the hiding, the sense of, oh, I don't know what is supposed to be done. You have clear insight and intuition to it, right? To what you need to do in order to move forward in power, Cancer. Embrace it. Embrace that voice inside of you. Embrace that communication between your mind and your heart. Because you're going to see that your heart is saying, there's bounty that awaits. We just have to be patient. And again, it comes with knowing the truth. It comes with embracing prosperity, right? Being a student of the prosperity that you want. And as you are embracing this, as you're saying, there's bounty that comes, right? There's sweetness that comes into my life. But at times I have to wait. Because it's kind of like picking fruit that isn't ripe. You can do it, most definitely. You can sprinkle it with sugar or absolutely douse it with sugar, and it tastes okay. But it's not as good as waiting for the fruit to be ripe, of having this luscious apple to bite into, and a sweetness coating your mouth. Have patience. What you have worked so hard for, what you have fought for, what you see is coming. Because I've just looked down and I was like, oh my gosh, the white owl in the corner is the white owl that we just spoke of in your spirit animal line. And here it is the card that came forward. It was like, no, the bear goes behind. And this is why. Because clarity walks with you, even in August. Insight, intuition, seeing behind people's masks. This walks with you now. And this is something that you need to become used to. This is something that people might find as odd, because you're not going to be held up in the pettiness of people. You're going to find that the people who are petty, the people who are gossipy, you're going to be like, nah, I don't really have time for this. And it moves you to the Knight of Wands, passion, creativity, moving forward. Now, the Knight of Wands is the second fastest moving knight, right? Fire sign energy coming in, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strong link to the Leo new moon on August, there we go, on August 8th, 18th, there we go. And there's something here, Spirit showing me about the number 8. It's infinity. And it's a sense of having walked a path before. Your heart has walked this path before. It is part of your passion. It is part of what you desire. And what you're going to see here is that as you walk this path, it is familiar to you, but it's also opening up new doors. It's transformative. And it's like, it's like the gateways through fire. It's like the birth through fire. You come out and it's your passion. It's your intuition. It's your reason for getting out of bed in the morning. And this is something that you are holding on to and charging forward with during this moon, during this time, in a very emotional, very personal way. So just know that emotions do run high. Your sense of this is what I stand for. And that's why you start off your personal self with the 7 of Wands, because this is what you stand for. This is what you desire. And as you charge forward in this path, as you kind of make the grooves of your truth, of this, course deeper, right? you walk towards prosperity, abundance. The Ten of Pentacles is a completion of a cycle, okay? And it has to do with money, all right? Or something you value as much as money. Wealth comes into your life, wealth that lasts for generations. Now, again, it could be wealth, or it could be money, or something you value as much as money. And as you feel this blessing come, this is something that can be passed on to future generations. It doesn't have to be the generations of children if you have children. It's future generations, future people look towards this, are inspired by it, or you inspire somebody who then goes on to inspire somebody else, and it gets passed on. And it never dies. There's wealth here. There's a sense of triumph. There's also a sense of not being caught up in the chaos of the world all the time. Okay, this ties into the rebel moon, most definitely. All right? But there is a sense here of disconnecting with the spiritual. Oh, okay. And that calls to the full moon in September, which says balance spirituality with practicality, and the power of this moon that we're walking into show the world the real you of Aquarius. So as you show the world the real you, there's prosperity that comes to it. There's a bounty that enters into your life. It can be the bounty of being authentic. It can be the bounty of being happy. It can be, a myriad of things that come in, but they move you forward. And as you're moving forward, there's going to be a sense here of wanting to split out into many different directions. It's kind of like, okay, now I can do it all. It's like, no. Know what you do and do it well. Do it very well. And have all the other splinter parts of you that kind of ran off in excitement come together, because it's causing chaos. And the thing that you need, even though it is the thing that you will rebel against during this time, is you need to be structured within yourself. It does not matter if everything else is a mess. Within your heart, within your soul, within yourself, you need this structure. You need this understanding. You need this peace. And there's also a sense here of people pulling you in one direction and in another. And as you're being pulled, there's less and less for you. There's less at the center. So this is why you have to re-solidify your centered self, right? And here, as you do so, you're going to be pulled in different directions, because it's almost like I'm avoiding this. I'm avoiding the Five of Swords. But in order to get to the Ten of Pentacles, in order to get to the prosperity that you want, the bounty that you desire, you need to look at the Five of Swords and say, this is not mine anymore. Because once you claim this karmic debt and you release this karmic debt, you are centered within the light of your passion at your center, okay, at your heart. And you embrace prosperity, which has, in the public arena, divinity handing you this gift of wealth, of something you value as much as money coming in. And it signifies all the blessings that the Pentacles have to offer. And you are most definitely taking this gift. You're studying it. You're learning it. You're embracing it. And as you do so, you embrace a power of truth, a prosperity of being. And there is a sense that this is a changing moment. This is a moment where things become more. Things become more intense. Things become more beautiful. Things become more prosperous. All right. There is a sense of more. Now, this can also work, and Spirit is saying here, don't forget the negative. So this can also work for the negative, where if this is your true focus, and if this is where you're planting your harvest, your seeds, okay, to bring in the harvest for next year, but to sustain you throughout your life, then this is also true. This gift would be handed to you and will be handed to you. So be very mindful of what you think, of what you're saying, of the kindness that you are exhibiting to yourself and also to others. Know this. Know this, because this bounty comes forward. And then it leads to an opening up of your path, of your truth. The world doesn't seem quite as large as it once did, not as overwhelming as it once has. And so here, as you're looking at things, you're embracing a power, you're embracing a truth, you're embracing an understanding. and a way to move forward in this freedom, in this sense of beauty and self. And it brings you to the Capricorn energy. Now, the Capricorn energy, I really like it in the public arena because it is the public world. It's, social conforming. It's everything that the world wants us to be, right? And that we might not even want to be. But it's sitting there and saying, oh, goodness. And saying that, as I move forward in this passion, in this power, there will be times where I am tested. Yes, and they will make you, I don't know if you can hear that barking, but it will make you jump out of your skin just like that. It'll make you look at things and have your haunches come up and think, am I doing the right thing? Am I moving forward the right way? Do I know what it is that I desire? Do I have to defend myself? These are addictions also coming forward where it's like, okay, I need to face this. I need to see this. I can't be held back anymore. And I will not be held back by, the normal addictions, drugs, sex, alcohol, food, shopping, things like that, gambling. Those are things that we sit there and say, okay, there are recovery groups for those things. Those are addictions. But there are also the social addictions. There are the, personal addictions, the things where we've used this as coping mechanisms, people pleasing, swallowing our words, not feeling good enough, always striving, always, kind of cutting towards more. And sitting there and looking at what the world shows us we should be and saying, but that's not me. That's not me. And coming to the realization at times that that will never be you. You have to walk in your truth and in your power. And it does not matter what anybody else says about it. And so as you break away from the chains of this world, you embrace your truth, your passion, your chaos of creation. And that's going to be big for you. But it's not being tempted to lose your identity. You still have to be very true to yourself because the truth is what you follow during this time. And if you see truth as being something to be obtained, something to be fought for, something that, the other guy has to go down because you are obtaining this truth, then there needs to be a reevaluation. Yeah. And again, now here in the public arena, you have the repeat of the number 2. And I love how you go from the ace, 1 to 2. So that's a beautiful progression. So the repeat of the number 2 talks about couple. Okay? So it can be being a couple. There's a person that you lean on, you talk to. All right? But this is also embracing a duality of thought. Okay? Being there to listen to yourself, knowing that your angels and your spirit guides are there for you. A heightened sense of creativity, which is something that right off the bat, Spirit wants you to focus on. And with the 2 of Swords, you're looking at a way to move forward. All right? And the 2 options given to you, they're not speaking to your soul. They might once have spoken to your soul, but they're not speaking to your soul right now. And what you need to see here is that even though 2 gateways lay open to you, 2 roads can be walked, you are looking at what you truly desire, and that's what happens here with the 2 of Wands. You're looking at the palace, you're looking at the expanse, and you're saying, what do I need? What do I desire? What do I want to move me forward? And it's not what everybody else wants from you. And what you're going to be surprised is that things open up in a way that you start excuse me, you start to see the truth of what you want from life. And it's neither path that was handed to you, but it's the path that you decide on. There's this way of moving forward. There's this passion. There's this creativity. There's this understanding. And it calls to you. And it's something here that, oh goodness, yeah, that you are nurturing, that you are developing within yourself, because you have the Empress right here. And in this deck, she is pregnant. So she is pregnant with the possibilities of who that person will be inside of her, how things will move forward, ideas of the future. And each of us gives birth to something in this life, whether it be a human being or not. It is a sense of creation. It is a sense of coming together. It is a sense of contemplation. And it is a sense of bringing forward ideas. And that's what you're going to be doing during this August moon, as you are called to show the world the real you. It's like you stand up, you take stock of what you need to move you forward, and you bring it into your arena. You're claiming a throne you thought was lost, and you're doing so with compassion, with beauty, with understanding, and with tremendous power. Now let's see the people that will be influencing you during this time. Who are the people that will be influencing Cancer during the August 2020 full moon? Who are the people who will be influencing Cancer during the August 2020 full moon? Who are the people who will be influencing Cancer during the August 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right. So we're going to do it personally, emotionally, and publicly. So we're starting here with the Princess of Pentacles. This is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. And you already have a very powerful earth sign energy, essence coming forward. This is somebody who is learning, studying, expanding their wealth, their prosperity. And yes, it calls to the Page of Pentacles right here. And in this deck, the Druidcraft deck, they're the same. Okay? The page becomes the princess. And so as you're looking at things, this is a female energy. Okay? It doesn't have to be that they identify as female, but there's a female energy around this person. And there's a sense of nurturing, there's a sense of looking, there's a sense of worrying if you're making the right decision. Embracing the strength, the power of self is going to be important. But also there's a sense of here, this person helping you see, the way that you move forward, the way that you want to move forward within yourself, asking the questions, having you see things in a new light and in a new way. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this can be also a person that you've known since they were little and you've watched them grow. That could be definitely a connection here. The Queen of Pentacles is, again, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very, very positive for you during this time. This grounding, this sense of the rooted self, this sense of, sensuality and dedication, right? You're going to be very, very drawn to this energy. It's also astoundingly nurturing, which plays to your natural nature of nurturing Cancer, but which also plays to the energy of Aquarius during this time. Yeah. The sense of being the rebel, the sense of wanting the change within the world for the world to be a better place. Yeah. You're going to feel drawn to things emotionally, passionately, powerfully. Yeah. There's going to be a rhythm, there's going to be a calling, there's going to be a vibrational pull. And then we have here you have the Chariot. This is the Cancer energy time frame, June 21st to August 22nd. You move forward. You move forward towards what it is that you want. There's a daring, there's a dedication to this person. This person can very well be you. You very much playing a huge role in the arena of you moving forward. But this is somebody who can also be a Cancer, but it's also astoundingly emotionally connected. All right? And this person, you cannot tell how to love. They love fully, absolutely, and deeply. That's actually going to be what draws you to this person during this time. So let's see what Luna has to say. How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay, this one definitely. Because now we're giving Luna a voice of her own. Yeah, let's keep going. How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? Okay. And you have this one here. Alright. Spirit is saying to double up, so I'm going to do something a little bit different, because right now we're giving Luna, the moon, a voice of her own to show how this correlates with the tarot. How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? How will Cancer be affected by the August 2020 full moon? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we're starting here with your inner self. Release. I love that. Will. Oh, which is reversed. So there is a sense here of your will being tested. The will to move forward, the will to go after what you want. All right? And then we have assessing. Right? That's why you'll need to come back. You'll need to assess. And these two cards up here are going to make will a lot more clear. Yeah. Path and self-love, which are also reversed. So there's a sense of a blockage around the path that you move forward as you embrace the love that you have for yourself. So that's going to be something here where it's like working on things emotionally. That's why creativity, creative outlets are going to be so important to you, because there's a sense here of like, do I know the way that I want to move forward? Why am I questioning myself? Why do things feel overwhelming and become so much? And then you have your hard work is paying off. So there's a release here. And step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, because your path isn't the one that you had thought it would be. There's some sort of like turn that you're taking that's going to be really quite beautiful. Even though at the time emotionally, you might sit there and be like, no. Take time out. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. Just to exhale, just to focus on your breath. And then we have the full moon in Capricorn, and you have the new moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn, and you have the Devil card, which represents Capricorn. So Capricorn is astoundingly powerful for you and astoundingly beneficial. It's the end of a tough cycle approaching. I wouldn't be surprised if this person here is a Capricorn or has very strong Capricorn in their charts. And then you have conclusions are within reach. Okay? You are coming to a resolution that is going to be very, 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 very nice. So as things come forward, there's a sense of power moving you. And I'm interested as to why here. And we're going to use these cards. No. Okay. So interesting. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is use from each. Why are you showing us that Cancer's path is blocked? Why are you showing us that there is a blockage around Cancer's path? Why are you showing us that there is a blockage around Cancer's path? Why are you showing us that there is a blockage around Cancer's path? Okay. Like that. And then, why are you showing us that there is a blockage around Cancer's path? Funny. Okay. Why are you showing us that there is a blockage around Cancer's path? Okay, beautiful. So we have here, and we start here, with creation, creativity, and patience. Patience for that creativity and patience with that creativity to move things forward. So that's starting off. And then with the path, it's like, be patient with yourself. Creation comes forward. And then self-reflection and protection, right? Especially also around self-love here. There's a sense of patience with creation, because there can almost be a anger with the self that you aren't able to create the way that you want to, that there isn't this passionate desire that you want moving you forward. And so self-reflection comes in. It's like looking at things and looking at things truthfully. And the moon is saying, as I reflect the light of the sun, so do you reflect the light of your passion. Let it burn brighter. Let it shine brighter. Because you are protected, I am protecting you. That moves us to you and your loved ones are safe, the new moon in Cancer. So you are coming through Cancer to really talk about those mysteries, right? To look at kind of the darker side of things and say, it's okay, you're safe. And you will be safe. And then this moves you to the energy is gaining momentum, the energy of you and your loved ones being secure, being protected, having that patience as you move forward. It leads you then to looking at the bigger picture and bringing love into the situation. A strong Aquarius energy here, because you have the new moon in Aquarius and you have the full moon in Aquarius. And so here, there's that strong sense of needing that balance, of needing to look up, because Aquarius is represented by the star card in the major arcana, by looking up at the heavens, by seeing the reflection of the light of the solar system, okay, of the stars. It's even when you look at the moon, it's like you see the reflection of the stars and you know that love is with you and that everything has its time, its place, and its deeper meaning. And that the brighter the star burns in the sky, right, except of course for the sun, the farther away it is from us. And you're seeing that and you're embracing it. You're knowing your truth. And you're knowing that love is your truth. It is your anchor in the storm of existence, Cancer. Let's see your subconscious messages. And that's what you're nurturing. That's what you're nurturing throughout this whole entire thing. That creation, that patience, that beauty, that truth, that love. And that's what she has. That heart over her belly. The people who will affect you subconsciously, personally. Princess of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who is very inquisitive, who, is searching, is seeing, is exploring, has an innocence, a bit of a naivety to them, you might say. But it's just an innocence. I just see butterflies. It's like they flits and they embrace life for the knowledge that they can get from it. And that's what's really going to inspire you. Your subconscious Luna messages. Luna message starts with gratitude. There's a sense of feeling stuck with the gratitude of time. And so here, embracing that gratitude, looking at things and saying, I embrace this sense of wonder, even though the sense of gratitude, the sense of thankfulness, even though things have been hard and overwhelming. And then it leads you to communication being key, to seeing things more truly and more honestly, and being open with yourself for what you truly want. Because there's a disconnect right now in communication that is going to be being healed. Yeah. And the moon is giving you that soothing, glorious energy, that silvery energy, and the quiet and the tranquil of the darkness, to embrace it, to move forward in a healing peace. Your subconscious tarot message for this time is the Queen of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong, strong, strong Aquarius energy in this reading. You have it here with the Queen of Swords. You have it here with the Princess of Swords. Aquarius are air sign energies. They're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. And what you're seeing here is that you are becoming a queen of your mind. You know what it is that you want. This is also the warrior queen. You are not afraid to defend what it is that you want. But remember the Seven of Wands saying, be patient with what you defend. Be selective of what you defend. Don't sit there and pick a fight with everyone. Know your truth and move forward in it. This is a sense of having a way with words. You can be a bit cutting at times, but know the truth of what it is that you want and cut to that truth. Just do it with a tact as you embrace the heart, the soul, the passion, the self. You're powerful during this time. Actually, you can see this right here. Don't lose that power. Defend what it is that you want. Create the existence that you desire. And stand in the pride, the dignity, and the dedication of your truth. Now let's close this reading with a clearing of the energy space, a raising of our own energy vibration, and a releasing of any negativity. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you.